Elena's Experiments, brought to you by Chevron, working to improve the quality of life in Kern County by supporting educational opportunities for local students.
Well, every Monday, we host Elena's Experiments, bringing in local educators and enthusiasts to share ideas for some STEM experiments and demonstrations you can do at home with your kids, just using things you have probably laying around the house. Today, we have our friend Melanie Pitcher from Bakersfield's Idea Lab. Such a fun local shop, and we're going to talk about the shop itself in a minute, but I love what you brought in today. What's your experiment?
Snow globe in a jar today. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Still going to be chemical mixing, but we're going to be working with density today.
Okay, so how do we do this?
So what you're going to do is you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need some water and you're going to need some baby oil. If you don't have baby oil, you can use cooking oil. I just use baby oil because it is clear. You're going to be wanting to use equal parts, so 1 to 1. So if you're going to be using 1 cup of water, you can be using 1 cup of oil. Our other ingredients that we're going to need today is we're going to need to have the Alka-Seltzer tabs, some food coloring so you can actually physically see what's going on, and I just throw some glitter in there for effect.
Because why not?
Because why not? It's science. We should at least have some extra fun if we can push it into it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay. So the first step of what we're going to do is we're going to want to take your oil and you're going to want to put it in this jar.
Okay. And I saw you felt it because you could tell with the density which one was which. They're both clear though.
Yes. So water is always going to be less dense than oil, so we're going to put that at the bottom. Okay. So when we talk about reactors, the chemical compounds in Alka-Seltzer, they're actually reactive to water. A lot of people don't know that, but that is the reactor. So we have this. Okay. I'm going to add that in there.
And you see some of the bubbles, but then they immediately separate.
You can automatically see that separation. Okay, so we chose red today, so we're going to go ahead and put just a couple of drops.
Okay.
Okay. So we're not going to shake or stir or anything like that.
It's so neat. They're almost suspended between the two, but then drizzling down into the oil.
They are. And you will see that they're starting to bead. I'm just going to put a couple little whatever's left in this.
Glitter.
Yes. And would you like to do the honors?
I would love to. And this is okay if it splashes a little bit because it's not harmful. But
it is not harmful. I mean, if anything, it'll be, just having the the oil, it will be on your hands.
Right.
So I always say start with 1, but if you need more Mojo Magic in your cup, go ahead and throw in 2. Go ahead.
So right in the center.
Yep. And here it goes.
Oh, I see it. So it dropped into the oil, but the water activated it on the way.
And so you can see that the pressure is starting to pull. You can actually put some more in there.
Thank you.
It's starting to pull.
So fascinating.
Absolutely. So you can see that pressure in the jar from having one more dense than the other is starting to make that bubbling and that moving around.
Yeah, so the oil is pushing up into the water and then coming back down. Some of the glitter is still on the surface, but we also have some in the second layer.
Correct.
I love this. So when we're talking about science with the kids, we always ask them, what do you notice? What do you wonder? And so they're learning about density, chemical reactions.
Yes.
But for toddlers, they're just like, ooh, pretty.
Yes, it is. And that's how you start.
Yes.
Something that snags their attention, that's tactile, that you can say, what happened? What are we talking about? What are we looking for? What are we looking at? And you can really engage them and make extensions off of your questions like that.
Oh, just so amazing. And the food coloring has now mixed, but you could keep dropping tabs, right? And continue to watch it?
You can continue to watch it. I mean, it's literally an unending project, should you want it to be that way.
Just so entertaining. So then we still have a minute left. I wanted to talk more about your shop, the Idea Lab.
Sure.
So what are you doing there?
So we are a STEAM-based youth enrichment program, and so what that means for us is that students get to come in based on our schedule of opportunity, what we have for classes. They get to choose what they're interested in, and these are hands-on project-based classes, so they're going to be having something to do with their hands. It does not matter if it's science or cooking or robotics or anything like that. Everything's hands-on in our shop, so we are literally encompassing that see it, hear it, say it, do it model of learning.
I love that. Oh, just fantastic. And what's your website for parents to go and learn more?
So they can go to www.bakersfield.idealabkids.com, or they can come by and see me, or they can give me a call or shoot me a text. They can really there's lots of ways to find me.
So much fun. So many STEAM activities, science fun, homework help. It's a Monday through Friday program.
Absolutely.
And you can sign up for as much or as little as you like.
Absolutely. So we are going to be debuting that new time this semester. Our first class is going to be starting a little bit later these days at 4:30. We also have class at 5:30, and now we're offering a little homework help for those that need a soft spot to land and kind of work on some studies or get some help.
I love that. Melanie Pitcher with the Idea Lab. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to be right back.